As-salamu alaykum, Sayyidi.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, when we sacrifice our bad character, does our nafs and shaitan retaliate against us in the form of people, work, family, friends, for example?
Yes, all of the above. This is it's not a philosophy. That's why I said when people come to the tariqah they realize, and they should realize, everything about the tariqah will bring the truth of Islam. So when we say there's a devil, as soon as you meditate you will know there is a devil. Everything becomes true to you because this is called yaqeen and certainty. You certainly know there's a devil. You meditate a little bit more, then you're definitely going to know if there's a devil then there's definitely the creator, and there's definitely angels and positive energies because I'm feeling all of the negative energies, like law of opposites. So this is your first opening, is when you know and you become certain that negativity is very real. You go somewhere you get sick, you go somewhere you feel horrific energies. Because the overwhelming tide on this earth is negative, so how are you going to feel the positive? First you have to go through all of these negative feelings and see, oh, as soon as I want to do something good my energy is agitating these other energies, and then they come and they begin to try to agitate back and you didn't say anything. It's just your mere presence and the light that illuminates from the heart and soul of an individual can agitate people whom they have lots of negativity in them. So this becomes again the sign of struggle. That's why you keep your wudu, you keep your practices, keep your taweez, put the taweez in your car, put the taweez in your home. Your battle's real. Without it and with people who don't have all of this, it's like they're fighting in the shorts. It's like, this how you're going to go into your battlefield? What is this? You don't even look like you're prepared. That's why when you see somebody who's like supposedly teaching and you see them all over YouTube and they have no head cover and they say, oh it's not a sharia, it's not mandatory, this sunnah this, they quote this, they quote that. I said, put all of that aside. I can tell you from energy, if your head's not covered that demon is eating your head and your ears and your face. He wouldn't let you talk. Just somebody trained in energy knows that these sunnahs of Prophet is not something a conversation piece or fashion. One day they're in turban, one day he has kuf, one day he has nothing on his head. And speaking and teaching. So from energy shaykh looks and said, you can't do that. And if you are doing that, there's creatures are eating your head as you're talking. Because you turn a light bulb on without any protection, what happens? Everything will be attacked. Then you go somewhere and the person is smoking, you say, no, I can still recite this for you, do like this for you. No, you can't. Because once you bring that energy into your body, we know from energy you're under full attack inside your body. Anything coming out is going to be contaminated with that attack and with all of that negativity. So that's why the knowledges of awliya doesn't compatible with the knowledge of external possible knowers or alims or teachers or imams, because we don't know the degree of their level of knowledge, but they find conflict. One is that you can read something and say, Prophet did this, sometimes did this, sometimes did that. But the knowledge of awliya is that you're not Prophet and without your head covered you are being eaten by energies, very negative energies. And if you don't keep your wudu at all times, especially right before you talk and teach, you are being eaten by energies. Some people and some even scholars think their wudu is only for salah. They give and talk, the prayer time comes, they go make wudu. So what were they doing at that time? They were teaching. So the concept in what the people of external knowledge and internal knowledges may have a great conflict. They say, no, no, that's not haram. Some people are arguing that the smoking and second-hand smoke is not haram. Say, look, from an energy standpoint it's extremely haram. We see that the shayateen are in the cigarettes, the progeny of shaitan are in the material of those cigarettes, and as you inhale it is coming into your body. The progeny of shayateen and these ifrit, they lock into the lungs, and that's why addiction is to get those guys out is not very easy. So no, yeah, the knowledge is different, the mannerisms are different, they have a yaqeen on issues, and as a result of their certainty because of their practices their knowledge is different, and the adherence to that reality is going to be different for their students. So then students who want to fight shaitan, it's completely different than some guy at the mosque saying, oh to shaitan you say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, read ayatul kursi and that's it. But come back and ask, okay, before all of that what is a'udhu billah? And they said, this is to seek refuge in Allah from shaitan. I said, I know, I understood the English. What is a'udhu billah? He said, I don't know, what do you mean what is a'udhu billah? Seek refuge in Allah. So no, a'udhu billah actually means you have to be in the presence of those whom have refuge from shaitan. Because how are you going to seek protection from Allah from shaitan? Where is that protection? Where are you going? Means then you have to go to where Prophet Prophet is the protection from shaitan. That Allah is with His Rasul, Allah nur on heaven, nur on earth, but is with His believer, His only believer Sayyidina Muhammad. I'm not on heaven, I'm not on earth, but I'm on the heart of my believer. So anyone who wants refuge in Allah from shaitan then he must be with Sayyidina Muhammad. If we don't know that, then what is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim going to do for you? So that's why the tariqah's teachings are so intensely different. They say, recite this you'll be protected. That's not how it works. That's nice for a beginner, but when something really coming after you, that's not how it works. They can recite better than you. How it works and how protection works is that the nation has to be taught, your refuge from shaitan is with Sayyidina Muhammad. If you want to be with Allah you have to be with Nabiyeen, Siddiqeen, Shuhada wa Saliheen. They are all with Sayyidina Muhammad. They will never come to you without the presence of Sayyidina Muhammad. So then you teach people, then you have to love the Prophet of Islam. As a result of that love your soul will be with him, you'll be with whom you love. So this love is our greatest protection. This love puts us under the protection and umbrella and nazar of Sayyidina Muhammad. So increase your salawat, increase your durood, go out and give water for the sake of Prophet, go out and give food for the sake of the Prophet, his companions, his Ahlul Bayt and his awliya. That's why our jama'ah and all of the things that people are doing is for that purpose. So that's the awzu. When that servant has that love and that protection and that presence with Prophet Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is like a key that opens every door, every reality, because even Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim it's 19 letters are all related to Prophet and his holy family. So again the knowledge is a completely different reality. So then the student of the way has to understand that when the shaykh's teaching is completely different than an external person. The external person didn't even understand the